Hey guys, welcome back to the Mythcast. I'm the storyteller.
And I'm the keeper.
And today we have a very special guest, Elijah. He's a very close friend of mine. And we've been friends for a very long time. If he wants to say hi.
Oh, yeah. Here you go.
They have to share a mic, guys. Don't
Hey, how y'all doing? My name is Elijah.
Ain't no need to be that awkward now.
Yeah, because first off, the audio spike didn't even go up. Like, you were talking so low. Lock in next time, bro. Let's be a little more consistent with that.
It's okay, though.
All right, so it's going to be a little different this time. I'm going to be doing an interview style, interviewing these two guys because Elijah's on, like, Facebook and stuff, has his own content. What is it called?
With my content? Well, you could just go to my Instagram and my Facebook. Am I not supposed to be? Okay. It's my Instagram is wait, I forgot what my Instagram is. But my Facebook is Elijah the Jesus, and then my Instagram is Elijah the Jesus, I think, _. So y'all can find all my stuff there.
Yeah, he has his own thing called Pastors what?
Well, it was called Pastors Kids Talk. We're currently under some sort of a rebrand. But yeah, it was called Pastors Kids Talk. Yeah.
So we're gonna have an interview style question. Sorry guys. I'm gonna ask you guys questions, the keeper and Elijah. Switching in between each question. So one person answers and then the other person answers in between.
Yeah.
Just so it's easier because they are sharing a microphone. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first, guys. The keeper.
All right. So
also, it's my birthday today, guys.
Clap it up for the keeper.
Oh, still sitting in this crypt, old and wrinkly. Never. Well, at least you don't live in a cave.
Yeah, exactly. I live in my beautiful tower, so I don't know why you're trying to flex with that. I live in a library, bro. Lock in.
I am a library.
Anyways, all right, for the first question. What got you into comics, TV, generals, and wasn't escapism, inspiration, or because you needed to feel something in your identity?
Not because I need to feel anything in my identity. I mean, I do say that, like, me liking superheroes and, like, the media and stuff like that does, like, make a big part of my identity, but, like, and, like, who I am. But I do want to say, like, I've always just liked the idea of people having, like, powers and just helping and being being a symbol, for the people to, like, call out to for help and stuff like that. So extra. Anyways, I can also say that my uncle and my father got me into it for sure, because I grew up watching Power Rangers and Dragon Ball, anime stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. I've always been really into comics and TV. Elijah should know that because we spent our entire youth damn near playing director and all that stuff. And I would make sure that they were always on point. Because if they were not on point, we would restart the scene. Because they were not cooking. And I was the creative director, I guess. I don't know. So, Elijah, actually, this next question goes to you.
Right.
What character do you see the most in yourself? And is that a good thing?
That's a good question. What character do you see most in yourself?
The reason I say Spider-Man is my favorite hero and I can see myself in him is because, person that he is. He's Peter Parker, Spider-Man, whatever you want to call him. He's someone who's never given up, who's always fought for what he believed in, and has always been a symbol for just people and New York and everyone around him. And that, like, I see myself in Spider-Man, Peter, whatever. I don't know. What's this? I'm gonna just say Spider-Man because he, like, I say, like, I want to be a better person in life and push myself further and help like him because I want to be, like, someone my family sees or, like, friends see as, like, there and a safe person to be around and, someone who's not giving up on anything, really.
Yeah, and to make it a little easier for you to think, one of my favorite characters that I would always represent to is Robin. Right? Because, I don't know, something about the way he takes leadership, like in the Further Titans and stuff, and being the first ever sidekick in history, being the first young superhero to be there, and the fact that every Robin has evolved and has shown maturity and growth is something that I've always connected to properly. Especially Tim Drake, him choosing to be Robin, not being picked, because he knew for the greater good and knew he can get hurt and he knew that he had no training, but he still chose to live that life because he knew Batman needed him. Is why I feel like I felt like a connection to it.
And I could say the same with Spider-Man. He started when he was 14, fighting, these people who has powers, who's breaking his bones and stuff like that, who's leaving him just on the streets. And he's always getting up and he's always fighting, no matter what, no matter who it is. What about you, Elijah? This on our journey?
So, for me personally, one of the, I would say, superheroes that I connect to is, it's one of the mutants. Well, technically two of them. It's called Fenris. They're like basically twins, brother and sister. That when they connect and stuff like that, their power gets stronger. Obviously, they individually have powers. And I first learned about them not through comics, but through, I don't know if you guys have seen the show The Gifted. It's a really,
I did watch it a few times. Like, I haven't finished it fully, but I do enjoy it. I have enjoyed it.
I love that show. That show, because I feel like it highlighted other superheroes that are not really known as much. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like people only know the basics. So to me, that's why I like that show, because it talks about other characters. But to me, I relate to that. Number one, the whole mutant concept to me, because I feel like I've always felt a bit different than other people, and I'm sure as you guys know. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like I've always felt like people have made me to feel different, you know what I mean? Because I just am, I guess.
Yeah, we get it.
And then also due to like my background, especially me being in church and stuff like that, like for me, I always felt like in school and stuff like that, people would like kind of make me feel some type of way because I was like that, I guess you could say. Because because I would go to church and make certain comments, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So even I just feel like even within my family too, I always felt like out of place a little bit. But me and my sister are just so close, like we're like duo, like. When you see her, you see me. When you see me, you see her. Like, we're really close. So, to me, and I feel like because I sing and she plays the piano, to me, it just reminds me a lot of that. You know what I mean?
Okay. So, when you list that for yourself, what parts really, like, I understand you said because your sister, right? That really resonates with you. But do you necessarily think that is a good thing that you represent that character? Like, that's something that connects to you so much? Do you think that's, like, a good or a bad take?
I mean, I feel like, because I do know, like, for example, their powers can be destructive, and low-key he did, at least from when I was watching the show and stuff like that, like, he did get a little bit evil, low-key. But, I feel like, to me, it is a good thing, though, because when you watch the show and stuff like that, I know the shows aren't always accurate to the comics, but when you watch the show, like, they're being hunted and stuff like that, and, like, it comes to a point where they realize what they both, like, the potential they both carry, united as united front, you know what I mean? And I feel like, to me, my sister is a very big part of my life that has been with me through so many different experiences. So to me, I think it is a good thing, and I think it can have its pros and its cons, you know what I mean? But yeah.
Okay, I understand what you're saying. I always felt a small connection to the mutants. I've always like Nightcrawler and Gambit. Gambit, nothing personal. I really just like his character, and he has a similar connection with the staff and stuff as Tim Drake as Robin. But with Nightcrawler, the fact that he's Catholic, but he looks like a demon, it's something that I don't know. It's just like such a double entendre if you think about it, because he's such a devout Catholic, but he was born the one thing that he's supposed to hate.
Like the dichotomy of it.
Yeah, so he's literally the opposite of what he is, or like what he likes, and what he's supposed to represent. And the fact that he still chooses to choose Catholicism is very
It's deep.
Yeah, it's deep because even though he's not really a demon, he just looks like that. But people treated him as such, and the fact that he was still able to stick with his religion really is something that I like, and I feel like all the mutants have some type of respect for where they come from, even though they're all from different paths, but they're all still mutants together.
And even though I feel like a lot of them were rejected or have gone through tragedy, I feel like they all still, like they all maintain a certain sense of like
Humanity.
kind of,
Humanity.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. They have gone through like a lot, like mutants entirely and everything, and like they have always been like portrayed as people who are like they're not accepted, they're not liked, but they still have that sense of humanity where they're always trying to help.
Yeah,
They're still trying to help everyone they can.
And one thing I really do love about the mutants is their sense of found families. Because I have like a full family, but my parents are not together.
Yeah.
And that hasn't affected me all that much in my life, but I always found more connection in my friends than I did with my actual family because I was always back and forth, back and forth. It's kind of hard to build a full proper relationship with everybody. So the fact that the mutants and all that stuff have a sense of found family that yeah, so I've always had a stronger connection with my friends than I have with my family. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I don't have a connection with my family, but I just feel more something. I just feel better with my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I can also agree with that because I've felt the same. Like growing up, I was more like hanging out with a lot of my friends because my parents aren't together either. So it was like I've gotten in trouble multiple times for just being outside with them and doing my own thing because I was like I've always found comfort in hanging out with them more than like being around just my parents and not really having a conversation that much.
yeah, and even then, like my siblings, none of us I don't have any full siblings, right? I have all half or step siblings,
Yeah.
right? And my little brother, he's my stepbrother, but I was there since he was born, like he's like a baby. Well, I met when he was 1 and I was 4, and the connection that me and him have, it just feels strong. We're not blood though, and so I feel that's still that connection to found family.
Yeah, I can agree with that because I mean my brothers, my like 2 step brothers, well 4, but I mean I still cause my stepdad had 4 kids, so, like I still see them as just brothers instead of
Yeah.
siblings.
I don't see them as I don't see any of my siblings as half or step.
Yeah,
Right.
They're all
we
my
grew up
siblings.
together.
Well, I have a half sister, but I really don't talk to her at all. I do. You didn't know that?
Oh.
I did. I feel like you probably knew, but like maybe a while ago.
I mean, it's been a long time.
But I really don't see her, unfortunately. And for me, I feel like when it comes to the found family, also the other thing I like is I feel like it was the school was a place of refuge for all of them to be together and feel like they can be themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they won't be judged and stuff like that. And I do think that even though I'm sure within a house like that, there probably is some, not drama, but certain levels of
There's
you know what I
quite a
mean,
lot of drama.
disagreement,
100%.
which I think is natural. But I think for me, I could also relate to the found family just because I notice for me, like I do love my family in general because I do, but more I love my immediate family, and I do love my other family too. But I'm just saying, I feel like for me, I found a lot of closeness with people that I knew. Like for example, Oscar, my mom and his mom were friends, and we knew each other since we was in diapers. But like literally.
Literally.
So like I found family in him, and also like people that I grew up with in church and stuff like that. Like sometimes I became more closer to them than I was with my own family, and it was a place of refuge for me to feel comfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I mean, I get that too because I mean I found him in like my family too, like that because like we've been friends for 6 years.
Yeah.
About.
Mm-hmm.
So like I see you more as a brother now
Right.
from the way that like we grew up from middle school to high school. Like,
We pretty much grew up together.
Yeah.
And we've changed so much since we first met. When
Yeah.
I first met you, I was a whole different person. I've changed a lot.
You've had
I've been through a lot.
you've had big main character syndrome.
Okay, first off, that's not my fault.
Whoa, I'm dead, bro.
Okay, third question, and
Next
you guys are close together, so I'm just gonna ask the question out. I'm not gonna ask individually, because you guys have been answering the questions together, anyways. So the third question is, which universe feels more honest to you? Marvel, DC, or just indie comics in general?
With me, I feel it's gonna be like a 2-parter question, like answer, cause DC, I feel it portrays like big like world problems that we could have, like big genuine future problems, cause they do a lot of future stuff.
Yeah, but how does it feel to you?
Like to me, I feel like it's like it's more of a more or less like a huge like what if like that would happen, like that could like actually happen and shit. Like
Let me reframe.
Well,
Let me reframe
like,
the question a little bit.
kinda
Yeah, let me reframe the question to make it a little easier. When you think of Marvel, DC, or like an individual comic like Invincible or Spawn, right? When you read or watch these series, which one do you feel you would represent the most? Like, what's something that you feel connected to the most?
Oh, connected to? I feel like that's a little bit different though than the first question.
Yeah.
This is
Because
no
I feel
honest
like
to and connected
based
to
on
is
the
the same
first
thing.
question, I feel like Marvel is more accurate to real world things
Yeah.
because, especially in a lot of the movies, and just to say, like New York is a very, I feel like, iconic setting in America. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to go to New York.
100%.
So whenever they have things like aliens are coming down, it's in New York. You know what I mean? They're meeting with the government. Da, da, da. I feel like you see more real world aspects connected within Marvel. As far as like to me, I feel like to me, yeah, you know what I mean. So I feel like Marvel low key connects more to real life.
Yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
can also.
Yeah, but like I understand what you guys are saying, but when you're watching the series, if you were to feel like which one represents you the most, what is it? What is it?
It would be Marvel.
Marvel?
For me, Marvel because of the fact that every Marvel character hasn't stopped fighting for what they believed in or fighting for what they wanted. So, I mean, I'm not going to stop, doing what I want and believing in the stuff I believe in or, like, wanting to, like, go as far as I want to.
That's right. I feel like for me, I feel like DC for me because I just always been I feel like I just always loved DC. So to me, like DC
same.
feels more connected to me because I just love DC and like I just love DC. Like I love DC. So I feel like DC just that's my thing more. It's more connected to me.
Yeah.
But also I feel like Marvel I started liking that when I got older, whereas DC was really my starting point.
Yeah, both me and Elijah, when we were younger, we both had the same connection towards DC. Yeah. I don't really know where that stemmed from, like where it came from, but I do know that we equally both enjoyed the connection we've had to DC. So for question 4, right, it's if you had to live in a fictional world, where would you live and where would your role be, realistically? Don't like say I'm going to be the god of this universe just because. Like realistically, what do you think your role would be in the universe? And it could be anything. It doesn't have to be Marvel or DC. Like, what world do you want to live in?
Personally, I low-key would, like... Now, after watching every, like, season of the show, I was going to say, like, I live in the My Hero world, but, like, after watching every season, seeing what happens in the end, I don't know if I want to be in one of the cities that got destroyed by Shigaraki with just one touch. Just crumble down, but... I do want to say, like, it is going to be My Hero still. Because if I was in that world, like, I don't know what my quirk would be.
But what do you think you would do in that world?
What I'd want to do is try to be a hero. Like, I wouldn't be no big name hero, but I just want to be a hero to help. Or, like, be someone that helps. Hero or not.
For me, okay, so if we talking about, like, fictional... Because to me, as we all know, I do love reality TV. And to me, it's a bit fictional. So I would do that. Like, that just sounds so fun. You know what I mean? Like, you get paid to be in, like, 3 months of filming. Like, that's
You be one of the Kardashians.
No, I would not be one of the Kardashians. That's a crazy statement. That's a
Elijah
crazy
Kardashian.
statement. That's a crazy statement. No, thank you.
Nah, he'd be more of a Jenner. Like, he's giving more Jenner.
Jenner is crazy, bro.
No, put him in Jersey? He'd definitely be on Jersey Shore.
Yeah, but I'm not Italian, so I can't really be under Italian.
Yeah, but like what? Like fictional.
Oh, but fictional though. Loki. I don't know if you guys ever heard of the show Once Upon a Time. I never heard of it, but I love. That's my favorite. That's one of my favorite shows. And to me, I feel like Loki. I'd want to live in I guess a superhero world, but also the whole thing about the fictional and the fantasy. To me, that also like kind of calls my attention. So Loki.
Yeah, I like the magical stuff.
I'd want to live in the Once Upon a Time universe and probably be. I definitely want to have powers. Like, I wouldn't just want to be... I would probably want to be royalty and have powers.
So, I'm going to rephrase the question a little bit for you. No, you're doing good. You're doing good. Instead of what role would you play, who do you think you would be the child of?
Oh, okay. You know what? Even though, because I just love Snow White and Prince Charming. Like, they're just relation goals. Like, when he says, I will always find you, like, that's just crazy. You know what I mean? Like, wow. And he did always find her. Mm-hmm. So, I feel like I low-key want to be there, probably, like, in like their daughter Emma. She's cool, too.
You would want to be the daughter Emma?
No. I said, and their daughter Emma is cool, too. So, I'd probably want to be their son.
Oh, okay.
But I want to have powers, and I know that Emma does have powers, but she's a savior, so maybe that's why.
Yeah.
But I low-key want to have powers, but I want to be their kid. But if I wasn't living in a superhero world, I'd probably want to live in Marvel because, like I said, it feels the most realistic to me, and I'd probably want to be a mutant.
You would want to be a mutant.
Yeah, but like
Why?
not be. I don't want to be a mutant where I'm looking crazy ridiculous. I want to be a mutant where I have like powers. Like Deadpool, his skin is all ate up. Like I don't want.
Yeah, but Deadpool's not a mutant.
He's not.
He's a mutate. A mutate is someone who got the powers later in life through mutation.
Okay, what
a mutant is some.
mutants?
Yeah, that's racist. If you think
Oh, whoa, that's
no, a
racist.
mutant is someone who's born with the X
Just
gene.
like an inhuman and a mutant. They're not
Oh
really
yeah,
the
you're
same.
right.
So,
I don't want to be inhuman, maybe.
Why would, but the thing is,
The Inhumans
you
are
can
pretty
have
different.
powers. Why would you want to choose to be segregated and treated terribly your whole life?
To be an activist, of course.
An activist.
Yeah, but you don't have to be one. You don't have to be a mutant to be an activist for that.
No, absolutely not. You wouldn't have to be a mutant to be an activist, but you could still.
If I was in Marvel, I would not want to be a mutant,
Or
but
I
I
probably
would.
want to be in the Young Justice League in DC.
Young Justice is fire. Tim Drake's leader.
I would like, I would like to be.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Aqualad is cool as hell.
Yes,
Aqualad is fire.
yes.
Free.
Agreed.
The only issue is the team in the show is not the team in the comics. There's a whole different team. The Young Justice is a whole different crew. Dick Grayson is not even the Robin. It's Tim Drake. He's the leader.
And if I was someone's child, I want to be Scarlet Witch's child, Loki. I love Scarlet Witch.
Scarlet Witch got some fire. Wicked and Speed. Those are her kids.
Yeah.
Coming out in the new show's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen?
I have not. Unfortunately, I haven't seen WandaVision or Agatha.
You
Agatha
would like
Riley.
you would like Agatha. You would like
I think
Agatha.
you would like Agatha a
But
lot.
I don't want to watch.
You have to watch it back to
Wanda's
back. You have
good.
to watch
WandaVision
Wanda
is-
first.
Yeah.
And then
WandaVision
Vision
is
Quest is
good.
coming out. It's gonna have speed in it.
Yeah, and
Wanda's
I
other
probably
son.
want to be, but she's like kind of crazy, like demonic crazy. So, but I love Scarlet Witch. I feel like she's one of the most powerful people in the universe.
No, she is.
Loki.
So to piggyback on that a little bit, what is your dream superpower, and what ability do you think humans are closest to actually developing?
Oh, that's a good question.
Well, my dream superpower is it's a bunch of things. I either would want super speed
Mm-hmm.
or like elemental control.
Elemental control, like
So,
the Avatar.
Like yeah.
Okay.
I just really always like
Yeah.
that's always caught my eye. Or having Spider-Man's powers.
Yeah, Spider-Man's always lit.
But yeah, I do like I would like having one of those. And what was the other part of the question?
What power do you think humans are closest to developing in real life?
Power that we are closest to developing. I mean, with the way that we're going and the way that our Earth is, super strength. To be frank, it's mainly super strength because the amount of like strength enhancing drugs there are now.
Right, I could see that in the military, like them doing something.
Yeah.
That happened in Captain America.
For my thing, my dream superpower has always been teleportation. Like the ability to travel instantly would be fire.
Yeah.
And
Just laying down, you just
like if I would just like want to go to the mall, just I'm there, you know.
Yeah.
And I really feel like the power we would have the most like likely to getting is probably immortality, because humans have been having longer and longer lifespans as we've been going on. So I feel like immortality will probably be the closest we are to developing.
I do. I can see that too.
Well, I don't know, because I feel like when it comes to immortality, I feel like with all, and this is maybe sound funny coming from me, but with all the food that they're making now, like low key, like when you see certain people, like this girl was taking this piece of bread, and like she was putting it underwater constantly, and it wasn't dissolving. Like it was almost like staying in the same condition. I feel like with everything they're making, I feel like they're low key poisoning us, low key.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I would say for me, if I wanted, there's two things. I feel like I'd probably want some type of mind control, like not mind control, sorry. Telekinesis or mind reading. But I will say, I'm gonna say this. Yeah, I'm probably gonna think I'm crazy. But just because of, how do I say this? It doesn't sound like I'm insane. But like basically, right? Because obviously you guys know I'm a Christian.
Mm-hmm.
So I do believe that there are people that can read a person's thoughts, not by their own will though, more so by a gift that like God has placed
Like
in them.
discernment, kind of.
Yeah, discernment, and I feel like when you look at the prophetic aspect of it, there are literally that's literally happening to me where people know exactly what. So I feel like low-key people do have that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not like they weren't. You know what I'm saying? Like they were born with it, and it had to develop. Like if you hear certain people talk about it, like certain prophets stuff like that, they talk about it and how it developed. That's something that you could have, I believe. But I will say though, I like telekinesis or reality manipulation, because I feel like with
reality manipulation is fire.
you can do anything you want. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
You can
yeah.
make anything
That's what
you
Wanda
want.
has.
Well, exactly. Whatever you want to happen is gonna happen. Period.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
yeah.
I would want reality manipulation.
That'd be fire. Reality manipulation would be
Yeah.
fire. So go on a completely other note for this next question. What fictional character do you think would make the healthiest partner?
My girlfriend.
That's
girlfriend.
fictional. She not fictional.
She ain't fictional, I know, but
Well, I'm not saying which one you would date. Who do you
I'm
think would be
never
a...
cheating on my girlfriend.
Bro, it's not cheating. It's like, who do you think would be a healthy partner?
Okay. Healthy, like, crime fighting partner or romantic
A
partner?
healthy
That's a
partner.
good question.
I think the best bet would be romantic. Or you can do both. Answer both. Who would you think would be the best romantic partner, and who could be the best platonic like partner, like superheroes?
Platonic partner, like superhero partner, crime fighting duo. Give me low key someone who has a good battle IQ, obviously, but someone who's also quick to think in a fight and not just gonna go in head first. So I gotta go with my boy Spidey.
Spidey. Oh, okay.
But romantic partner, my girlfriend.
Okay. Valid, I guess. What about you?
Okay, so I would say romantic partner. Low key. Why am I forgetting? Oh, sorry. Okay, Starfire. I feel like low key.
Starfire. You think she'll
Just
make a
'cause
healthy
she's-
relationship?
I think that if she,
No!
I think if she was a real person, I feel like she gets attractive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Like,
that's not the
she's
question, bro. You
sorry.
can't be going after
Sorry.
looks.
So you're just there for the looks.
No, but I mean, no, but and I
Wow.
feel like she because I feel like she'd be like cute. You know what I mean? That makes sense.
Mm.
Like her personality. I feel like she'd be gentle, kind.
Yeah, but I personally don't think Starfire makes the
Makes
most
it-
healthy relationship.
Because she's an alien.
No.
Discrimination.
No,
No.
because she be cheating in the comics like
Yeah.
every other week. So
She's
Oh, yeah, no, I
she's
don't
for
do
the
that. I
street.
don't
you know how
do
she
that
get. You know how she
shit.
learns languages by making out with you.
She kisses.
That's how she gets
Yeah.
power. That's how she learns language by making out with you.
Well, I get to
She
speak
could-
English, I guess.
Dick is a strong man for being with her. He is
Yeah.
a strong-willed man.
Yeah, it's a reason
Yeah,
why
no,
he
I
went back
would
to
agree
his
with
sister,
that.
cousin, best friend.
I mean,
girl.
remember, in the Judas contract, they did say that there was a move that he pulled off.
Oh, you know.
So, I mean, he could be pulling off some moves that get her the stay.
Yeah, she's staying.
I wouldn't.
Have you watched that movie?
No, I have
You
not.
haven't seen the Judas contract?
It's a good movie.
It's really good.
It's
I
Teen
would-
Titans
I don't-
Judas Contract.
I don't play with cheating though, so.
Yeah, no, me neither.
So I would say in that case, change my answer. I like Black Widow too. I like Black Widow too. She's like, I like Black Widow.
The Russian Soviet spy who's 78 years old.
Okay, but not her being 78. Well, who else? I'm trying to think. Hold up.
I'm just
Also,
messing.
a family with her wouldn't really be possible.
She can't have kids.
Yeah. They got
Wait.
their uterus removed. In the
Yeah, everybody in the black room, red
Oh
room, red room.
wow, I didn't know that.
You didn't watch the Black Widow movie?
Wait, no. Well, that's when she was at the ballet and all that stuff, right? Is that
The
part of
ballet. Are you thinking about the ballerina?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Sorry, that movie was good though. I have to say, sorry, random, but I'm trying to think. That's a good question. I might go get some, but I would say as like to crime fight and stuff like that. I would low key say I like Beast Boy.
Beast Boy is your
'Cause
partner.
I feel like he would be a good friend that could then help me in battle. You know what I mean? I feel like we'd be good friends, like best friends.
You have to have the battle IQ, though. You definitely have to think on the spot.
Yeah, Beast Boy is not the brightest. I think.
But he would definitely be a good partner for sure.
I think for me a best two in one would probably be Batgirl, because she is Batgirl. She one is never cheated on Dick Grayson. I'll tell you that much. Two, I feel like she would be a good healthier partner. She's
in a wheelchair.
Whoa!
No, wait, is she not in a wheelchair?
she is in a wheelchair, but it was
She
okay.
can't crime fight from a wheelchair.
What are
Yeah,
we talking about?
She's Oracle. She's like the guy in the chair. She helps you find
Right,
location.
so, okay, this
That's
is
a-
what I'm saying.
that was an
She would
amazing
be-
I'm
partner.
not trying to sound like I'm
Amazing
trying to
partner in a
discriminate.
fight.
I'm not trying to discriminate.
She'll be an
at all.
amazing partner.
I don't want to get canceled. I'm
Nah.
saying because she in a wheelchair.
Gotham Knights. Remember,
Mm-hmm.
she had that back brace to make her walk again.
Yeah, bro, she's an amazing partner. Be like, hey, the guy. You imagine?
But she can't fight crime with me.
It does-
Like, babe, roll to him. Like, no, I can't do it.
No, listen.
that's not why
She
this
could
was-
fight crime with you. Babe, deactivate the cameras. Babe, activate the lights so bright that this motherfucker gets blinded.
Babe, get up. Like, it's just.
Like,
Like imagine
she
you're fighting.
helps Tim so much, especially in the two sides.
But if I'm getting
point,
killed and I'm on the floor, can you get up and help? She can't get up and help.
She can, but she'll call the ambulance. She'll call Batman. She can call anybody else to come get you. Like
I like the canary too.
Black Canary.
Black canary.
Black Canary. Yeah.
I'm going off by looks. I feel like.
Yeah, 100%. We picked that up. We picked that up a while ago.
You're right.
Okay. Question 7. If you were the head of DC and you had to reboot the universe again, who would you cast as Batman and Superman?
That's crazy.
Okay. David Cornswell has Superman again.
Okay, you keep it with the same what James Gunn did.
Superman.
Yeah, because David Cornswell was actually really good.
Honestly, he's an amazing
He's
casting choice.
Amazing.
Harder pick, Batman.
Batman. Now,
There's been so
personally, I want someone who's gonna give me a brave and the bold feel,
Mm-hmm.
but someone who's also gonna give me like Batman.
Yeah.
Like Batman.
Like the
but,
noir, dark Batman.
You know, like someone who's Batman who has no killing rule, but like you get the feeling that he wants to do it.
Yeah. So who do you think that would be? Because I think
this is gonna be like insane, but I feel like John Berthol.
John Berthol.
Like, listen, he gets rid of that stupid accent he got with his other characters. You give him a more serious tone, he could be a good Batman. But with the Punisher, he could play a good Batman.
I don't know.
I mean,
The guy I think would be the best pick for Batman is the one that he's been rumored to. I forgot his name. Brandon Scalar would be the best. I think personally.
Skelnar, I think.
Or yeah, but
That's
he's
how you pronounce it.
he's already been rumored to play him, and I think he'll be the best bet.
Like, okay, so I agree with that choice, man. Scolari, whatever his name is. I agree with that because I feel like he got the build for it. I feel like he reminds me a lot of Ben Affleck to me. I feel like it's very adjacent to what a Batman should look like. I just don't want it to be corny. I feel like I like Ben Affleck's portrayal of Batman because I feel like another problem I have is the constant switching. That's annoying.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, and this is the problem I think with Marvel in their movies, there's more like continuity and like continuation through the shows and everything. And DC is always a hot mess. You have the same different people playing the same person. It's not together. You know what I mean?
I mean, you got Robert Downey Jr. playing
Doctor Doom.
Okay. But I feel like that's the first time they've done something like that. Whereas you have the guy from Twilight. You got like Twilight. Come on now. You
Bro.
have Ben
Twilight's
Affleck.
good, bro.
Well, I know. I do like Twilight. Vampire Diaries is better in my
Bro,
personal opinion.
you got to think about his story. He died in Harry Potter, came back as a vampire, and then he turned to a bat. You got to think logically.
Who died in Harry Potter?
The guy who was in Twilight. He was in Harry Potter.
I didn't know that.
Oh my god.
No, but since it's Brave and the Bold, he has to be corny.
It has to have that nice corny blue. But the issue is, I understand what you're saying. I don't like how there's two Batmans at the same time. That's too confusing.
Especially with the fact that Robert Pattinson is an Elseworld Batman now. So like, there's really no point in continuing his movies, even though it would be nice because those were good movies.
And the worst part is, Robin is going to be in the Batman movie. But then Robin is also going to be in the Brave and the Bold movie. So how you have Batman and Robin in both movies?
You know what though? I think that I was saying that the kid from Gotham, would be a good Batman because I think it would be nice to have somebody younger.
He'll be a nice Robin, yeah.
I agree with that too, but I feel like for longevity's sake, it would be nice to have someone younger that's not gonna like give up. Well, I don't know why Ben Affleck would give up because he's not doing much. So I don't understand.
But Ben Affleck was not really that good of a Batman.
The longevity. I mean, I can see that. Like, you get that kid, you get the Bruce from Gotham.
I'm not gonna lie, he would probably be a good Dick.
You can see that transition.
Listen, right? Because he started if we got the new Batman movie, he started as Batman. That's his first 2 years, and then that they didn't recast Batman, and that Batman's not Elseworlds. He could have continued that story going into the actual DCU now.
Yeah, I can kind of see
it went that way, but
it's like the Flash. Like I feel like the Flash from CW did a good job.
He might be coming back.
And I know some people were saying that. And Ezra Miller, I feel like he did an okay job. Obviously, I know the controversy surrounding
he was a cool Flash.
I liked his portrayal of him.
Yeah, I liked the portrayal of Flash, but he is a dick.
Speaking of the Flash, DC just trademarked the name for a movie coming up.
What movie?
They just trademarked the term Flash for our upcoming movie.
Oh.
So then we might be getting one soon. But one thing
Give me Grant Gustin back.
Also, he dyed his hair blonde.
Yeah, I see.
So,
but then he put a post saying that he understands the speculation. He would love to do it, but he's not. I just don't understand why they have a problem not connecting the TV people to the movie. Like, I get it.
Well, the issue is
that's a whole different.
No, because everything in the TV show, none of it lines up with the comics.
Yeah.
Now, there is no Team Flash. None of that matches up.
I love Iris. No, well, not Iris. Well, no, not Iris. Wait, I'm talking about. I forgot her name.
Caitlin.
I love Caitlin.
Okay. You saw what happened to her last season?
No.
Keon.
Yeah, so Caitlin and Frost die, and they be reborn as a being called Keon, the goddess of the universe.
Why did you just do that?
What's up?
And spoil that. Like, that's.
You ain't watching
The
it.
show's
over
been out.
Caitlin.
There is no more
show's
Caitlin.
been
It's
out.
Keon.
But the actor's still there. Just
What about Cisco?
He left like 5 seasons ago, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
he
been like.
I hate when the groups break up. That's so sad.
Well, I mean,
Joe did too.
yeah. Well, Joe's still there.
No, he left, but he showed up.
Oh.
It was mainly Cecile though.
So it was a Cecile show by the end. But one thing about the Batman movies that are coming out is the Brave and the Bold movie is supposed to be an old Batman. Like, he's supposed to already have Nightwing, Red Hood. He's supposed to have the entire Bat
I see.
family.
Okay, well that makes sense.
So they want.
Red Hood.
Well, the Red Hood isn't confirmed, but they said they wanted to do the entire.
Red Hood is that's bad.
Oh, don't
Red Hood
don't
is
start,
bad.
don't start,
He's a
don't
criminal.
don't start. The Keeper. He
Criminal.
that's his all-time favorite Robin.
Criminal. It is criminal that you just said that. Red Hood, Jason Todd, my king, my goat is not no criminal.
My king is crazy.
First off, I don't even know why he's going that deep in it. Red Hood ain't all that. Everything matters with Timothy Drake because he's the best Robin.
Shut up!
No.
He quit Robin.
I don't
He
care.
ain't Robin.
He's
He
about
ain't
to
Robin. He
You
ain't
know,
Robin.
I'm
He
glad.
ain't Robin.
I'm glad he
ain't
did.
Robin.
You know
He
what?
ain't Robin.
He can
He
finally
ain't Robin.
mature. He can finally mature. He can finally mature, be something else. He's been Robin for like 80 years, bro. Lock
He ain't
in.
gonna mature. He's gonna want to go back to being Robin.
He better not go back to being
He's
Robin.
gonna have a whole crisis and want to go back to being
I
Robin.
feel like the best Robin is Robin.
Now we
Excuse
both know.
me?
Now we both know
Excuse
damn
me?
well. Now we both know damn well. Jason Todd and Timmy Drake and Jason Todd are the best Robins.
Well, no,
Yeah.
I feel like Nightwing.
Oh hell
Hell
no.
no.
I feel like Nightwing. What's
Nah.
his name?
Dick Grayson.
Dick Grayson. Yeah, I think he's the best one.
We all know who the two best characters are, and that's Jason Todd and
But
Timmy
Dick
Drake.
Grayson, isn't he like the original?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who's the original.
I
It's
think
the
nobody-
pioneer. Tim Drake was the pioneer of the Robin thing.
But
Every single Robin you've seen on media, on comics, on movies, they all been wearing Tim Drake's suit. They use his bow
But
staff.
isn't Dick
I don't
Grayson
care.
the original?
I don't care.
They use Grayson's name for Tim Drake.
Bro, the Teen Titans, the show, that's Tim Drake's suit. That's Tim Drake's personality. That's Tim Drake's weapon.
But
But
guess
his
what
name
it
is Dick Grayson.
Guess what
They
it is, Dick
stole
Grayson?
my whole boy's
But
flow.
I feel like something like Jocelyn Hernandez said. She said nobody is better than the original.
I
and
don't
I
care.
think that Dick
what-
Grayson, if he is the original, and he literally became Nightwing, like that's such a fire character.
Yeah, no one's talking about who they became afterward. We're talking about as them being Robin.
He was the best. He was
even the best.
Jason put the most hands, like the goat he is. Timmy had the most brains.
He was
like
the pioneer
goat
of
he
Robin.
is.
He was the Robin for
Who?
30 years. Tim Drake.
Timmy.
Dick Grayson.
No, he wasn't. He was the Robin originally, but the longest running Robin ever has been Tim Drake.
But the original though.
Who cares about the original?
The
Tim Drake will
OG.
always be
I don't
best.
care about the
Tim will
original.
always be
He
the
quit. He quit being Robin. He did not deserve the title.
But
Tim Drake
he-
came in to protect the world.
But I
This
was
deserves the title of
personally,
Batman.
I was so
Just like
personally that Batman prefers Dick Grayson. I was so personally.
Who? Batman came from the comic and told you that he likes him better?
He did.
Oh, hell no.
Okay, you're okay.
Mind you, who's
His
the
favorite sons.
who's the only one who was actually adopted? Tim Drake. He was the
Dick
only.
Grayson.
No, that was his ward. That was like a little kid he had around. Tim Drake was the only one who adopted and took the name Wayne.
But Dick Grayson.
It's Tim Drake Wayne. He legally changed his name to Wayne. He's
I like
literally
that. I
his
like
son.
that. I like that, but Dick Grayson.
Even though he does have loving parents.
They died. Or no, they're like insane or whatever. It doesn't matter.
Wait. He did.
It doesn't matter. It's crazy.
He got adopted by Batman.
Yeah.
He's Batman's first child. Well,
Dick
technically it's Dick
Grayson
Grayson, but
is
like
his
still.
first shot. Hey,
We all
there you go.
We all know his two favorite sons is Timmy and Jason.
Well, Jason is his greatest disappointment.
Because he couldn't save him.
Because he died. And that's literally all his fault.
Exactly. Yeah, he's dead. Why he's gonna say from the
He
grave?
ain't dead.
He came back. As
What
Red
he's
Hood.
gonna say for the grave?
Yeah, but he came back. He
He's
went from
alive.
five.
But
He
he
went from
died.
4'11" to
But
6'7"
he died.
because he came back in the
We
back.
are not disrespecting Jason Todd. He died. He came back stronger than ever. Now the stupid ass
Dick
powers
Grayson
that
should
he
have
had in Gotham Heights.
pissed. Dick Grayson should have pissed on his grave.
What the hell? That was his little brother, bro. Talking about piss on his grave. What the hell's wrong with you?
Wait, wasn't it Dick Grayson who died to his own weapon?
Oh, yeah, in Injustice, Dick Grayson got killed by a little stick.
No, Dick Grayson being this, that, and the third. He died to his own weapon. Thank you very much.
He should have pissed on his grave.
That's
what he
disrespectful,
He died to
bro.
his own weapon to his little brother. Thank you very much.
Sir, that's his little brother. That means he's the. Who was the little brother?
Damian Wayne.
Damien at the time. It was
It
Damien.
was. Who's the original?
It doesn't matter who the original. We're not talking about.
You want to know who died? You
Oh,
wanna know
hell
who
no.
died to
Be
his
quiet
own
with
weapon?
Damian Wayne.
His own weapon.
Okay, let's back up a little bit because he's starting to go a little off track. He said Damian Wayne is the best. No one cares. No one cares about Damian.
He's one of the best.
He's one of.
I used to say that, but I opened my eyes.
When he saw the truth, we saw the truth.
So
we
you
know.
know what I'm talking about.
No, no. Okay,
Only,
let's.
good thing about
Come on,
Damian.
you know what I'm talking
only
about.
good thing about Damian is his art skills, his wrist skills, sorta, and his katana skills.
His wrist skills.
Yeah, he be risen up on the low. He got it from his older brother. But
he liked this girl, his art class.
The best
It was great
Robin
in
though
Wayne
is
Family
the one that
Adventures.
was dating. Is the one that was dating the date Starfire.
dated. They're not
Oh,
together
the
no more.
worst Robin dated a hoe.
Who's the worst Robin?
Dick Grayson.
He's the best. He's the original.
Okay, no one cares about the original.
I think that
Even
Red
Damien's
Hood,
better than
Red Hood, really any of the Robins you guys are saying, they don't hold a candle to Dick Grayson or Damian Wayne.
Tim Drake is so goated that they have to take his entire flow and give it to Dick Grayson just to give him a little slice,
But
a
Tim
little
Drake
character.
and Red Hood are dead.
You do realize
Tim
that
Drake is not dead.
You do realize that the only time Nightwing has gotten spices when he was Nightwing. You realize that's the only time.
Every time he's been Robin, he's been stealing Tim Drake's whole flow.
The only time he's become a relevant and actual loved character is Nightwing.
Mind you, when he was Robin, when Dick Grayson was Robin, he was wearing booty shorts as an 11-year-old running around these streets. That's disrespectful. That's disgusting.
Guess who trademarked the go pants? Guess who trademarked the go? Jason Todd and Timmy Drake.
No. Tim Drake is the one who had the pants first. Jason never wore pants.
Yes, he did.
No, he did not.
So what did he wear?
The shorts, just like his other brother.
Dick Grayson though.
Dick Grayson is the one booty shorts. He wore tighty whities to fight crime.
He needed to wear something breathable, so he was wearing tighty whities. Let him live.
Okay, let's move on to the next question because y'all pissing me off.
Y'all, what? I was.
Him.
I feel like you guys are rage baiting me.
No, you're rage baiting us. Okay. Next question. Next question. What story, movie, show, or comic changed the way you see the world?
Me? I'd say Spider-Man.
Again.
Because.
What a coincidence.
Okay, so he's a movie, story, and comic that changed the way you see the world? Spider-Man himself?
Well, the movie. Well, yeah.
What story made you see the world differently?
Shut up. Into the Spider-Verse. Well, I mean, I've seen it differently before, but it was Into the Spider-Verse that made it like more clear.
What about Frozen?
Both.
I'm keeping that in.
Yeah, no, that Frozen's fire though. Like Frozen changed the big view. Like people should not be cold to their siblings.
That's right.
What about
like
you?
their sibling is struggling. She was
struggling. Right? Like
Okay,
she should not have been cold.
It was hard for her to her sister didn't get it. And then she kept pressing her in the castle.
Frozen was the movie that made you change the way you see the world?
Because then Anna's like, Elsa, I'm like, leave her alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, give her space. So then when she bops you in your face and you get that little white mark, don't be mad you kept bugging her.
Anyways, Into the Spider-Verse though, because it's like
that's a good one.
It's showing how Miles went from just being a kid to growing up and becoming Spider-Man, like taking the name Spider-Man after seeing Peter die in front of him, after experiencing everything that happened to him.
Yeah.
So he was always going through it, but as he took that leap of faith, he realized that he just needed to grow and really become Spider-Man, or just Miles, and become who he is, and that changed the way I see things, because it's like everyone still has room to grow.
Yeah.
We're still growing, so we still have room to grow,
Mm-hmm.
and we're still figuring out who we are, and once we do, we can always take that leap into that person.
Yeah, the story and movie that first changed the way I've seen things is when I first went to a comic store when I was little, and I found the comic of Tim Drake's first story, and that's what really got me into the Tim Drake as a hero, and that's what really started my whole liking all these stuff. So.
But I was thinking, I would say for me.
Also, when I was sticking with Frozen.
Something into the unknown. But that song by Elsa, probably. I feel like for me.
Into the unknown.
Exactly. But I feel like Into the Spider-Verse for me. No, I'm joking. But I will say, before I say, I want to agree with that, because I also think it showed a lot of diversity. Yeah. Because I think it showed so many different Spider-Mans, and also showed that a lot of them went through similar things. And to me, I feel like that also shows. It also teaches that it's not only like about us. Like there's other people that come after us. Also that's why it's so important that we, I guess, make a mark and do something important in our lives, because there are other people that are gonna come before us different, but they can learn from us. Like they all went to a similar canon event. So I feel like that was good. But for me also, I feel like for me, to answer the question, because I know the question. To answer the question, it would be, I would say.
What's the question again?
I think the question. I feel like any of the Marvel, I feel like most Marvel movies, because the way they tie in the government so strongly, because I feel like it's interesting, like, for example, now with everything coming out, not to bring that up, but, you know, aka the files, but I feel like with everything...
Whoa.
I ain't over here that deep now.
Whoa, buddy. Wow.
But listen,
Okay.
listen. With everything that's being brought up in there, I feel like we do see that the government is low-key dark, and I feel like basically with the Avengers movies, there's such a heavy presence of the government that they're always kind of involved in the government. There's always something secret. So I low key feel like that's a reflection of the world, and I also think just to also see how the heroes are treated, and sometimes how they don't mean to bring destruction, but because of the situation, they're always destroying the city. You know what I'm saying? But it's not, they're meaning to help, but by proxy of the situation, they're destroying. I think that speaks to how sometimes it happens. You know what I mean? You don't mean you try to help, and you sometimes mess things up. Like, you know what I mean? And also, just like I feel like with Marvel, especially, there's a lot of ridicule for them being different. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I feel like that's a heavy focus. Or being used because they're different. And if they don't allow themselves to be used, they'll be killed or something like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't know if I can say that word on Spotify. Or they'll be schmurdered.
Murder, word. Watch me do my murder dance.
Alright, 9. Do you think superheroes are becoming our own modern mythology, or is just entertainment?
You know what? Let me take off the Dr. Fate helmet for this.
He was wearing a Dr. Family, guys.
Anyways, personally, I feel they are becoming modern mythology. Like, because of the fact that they are, like, someone that we look up to, someone we can, relate to, but there's probably people out there who worships heroes.
Yeah.
Like, who sees them as a kind of god, or sees them as, like, someone who will, I don't know what the word is exactly, but, like, bless them with something special.
Yeah.
Or something like that. But
yeah, because if you think about it, somebody might say as strong as Superman, the same way they might say they wish Zeus would give them strength, And so, what do you think that it would be what do you think?
I think that for me personally, I feel like low-key, I don't know that superheroes could become modern mythology just because of this. I feel like mythology is so embedded within culture. Like when we look at Percy Jackson, for example, like there's literally museums based on these gods and all these different things because it's so embedded, especially like in Greek culture and stuff like that. I feel like it's a very culture-based thing, and I don't think superheroes have become culture or belief. I think there's people that believe, and I would suggest this too, that believe that there are definitely people that maybe they're being tested on or things of that nature that are happening. But, like, there's not people that I feel like pray to, you know what I mean? Like, no one's praying to Superman that I know of.
Well, when we say mythology, we're not saying religion.
Right.
So...
But I feel like mythology is based in a lot of culture and religion to a degree. Not really always religion, but it's very culture. It's in
And so you believe that superheroes are not engraved into our cultures?
I think they're engraved into, like, our, maybe, I don't know if pop culture would be the right word, but, like, in that sense, in that space, in society. But I don't think, like when my kids, like, I'm not going to be like, I will read them a story about Superman or Batman, not because, like, this is a tradition, like, da-da-da, I could make superheroes a tradition for my family. Like, some families make WWE like a tradition for their family, but it's not a universal thing. And I think that with Greek mythology, there's more people that like genuinely believe that they exist. Like I feel like if we did have superheroes for real, they would be mad controlled. Like they would not be
like the boys.
Yes, yeah. Because I feel like for example, when we look at like a Flash having their own headquarters and all that, I don't think that our government would allow that. So I do feel like. I feel like they could become a real belief for some people that they would believe that they're out there. I just don't know that I would liken it to that of mythology.
So in a million years, right, we're all gone.
Oh.
There's no one here. And there's archaeologists, and they come back and they see statues of Superman. And they see all this stuff. You don't think they would have related to the same way how we see the Greek statues as mythology? You don't believe that those archaeologists would be like, oh, they must have worshipped this guy. They have statues of him.
I think they would.
And so that
But
would
nobody
translate.
has statues of superheroes.
There is
Mexico has
statues.
a statue of Goku.
Japan has statues of the One Piece people. There's photos of countries who raised the One Piece flag in rebellion of their governments.
Exactly.
Well, I feel like okay. This is what I feel like. In
Gaza.
that scenario,
Gaza raised the.
Gaza.
They rose their.
They rose the
World
straw hat.
Liberation flag.
The
The
straw
straw
hat.
hat flag.
Yeah.
They
They went to
popped
rebel
the
against their
drums
government.
of liberation. What are we talking about? Luffy over. The drums. Joy Boy has awakened.
I didn't know that. Wow, I didn't know that was happening.
Oh, wow, now you know.
But like Cynthia Erivo said, I did not know that was happening. But on a serious note, though, I do feel like yeah, I feel like in a future situation like that, I think it's very possible because I think that, for example, there's a lot of things that we find now in history or like the people dig up that they don't know the context of because they were not alive during that time. So it's very easy for them to come to a belief about that thing. Like if they find a statue of this, of Goku or whoever, they might think that, okay, maybe this is someone that they worship and who is this person and dig deeper and then that might form a belief that will kind of create it into like myths or like legends.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there are myths and legends as there already, like, of certain things, you know what I mean? Just not heroes, you know what I mean? But that could be something.
But even then, a lot of heroes like Hercules, those were
right.
People did not necessarily believed in them, but those were their stories. They were heroes passed down to between.
That's
So what's the
true.
difference
That's
between me telling you the stories of Hercules and me giving you a Super Hitman comic?
No, that's true. That's true.
And so I mean I personally believe that's like entertainment and stuff could be considered as modern mythology.
Yeah.
I can see that. I also agree.
Yeah, I could see that.
Question 10. If someone was writing your life as a comic right now, what would be the issue? The name of the issue that is currently in your life? Like, what's the name of the comic?
It's gonna be issue 18, obviously.
Got it.
The day it all began. That's what it'd be called.
Like New Beginnings?
Yeah, New Beginnings.
Okay. I was gonna say that, bro. You just took my answer, bro. That's crazy. Okay. Tim Drake.
Tim Drake.
Dick Grayson, can you
Dick Grayson, hell no. I think personally the name of my story would obviously have to be the Mythcast because I've been really working hard on this and it's really something I've been, really passionate about. So I believe that'll be the name of mine. What about you?
Obviously, in theme to what the keeper was saying, I feel like mine will be obviously issue 19. I'm about to be 20 soon. All right, but I would say mine is probably called I would say mine is probably called kind of like the rebirth. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of things in my life that have changed. You know what I mean? From my family to kind of like my church life. I work now. So like my friend group has changed. People have left. So I feel like there's been so many changes, and this is like a new season. So it's like a new beginning. I'm working on certain new things. I'm brainstorming my career. Like I think this will kind of be like my rebirth. I feel coming into a new place in my life, and like I'm on my health journey. But yeah, no, but not that new.
I like my health journey, my brand new me.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. So I feel like it's a
Guys.
rebirth. You know what I mean?
Is there anything else you guys want to talk about, ask, start?
I don't got anything.
I truly enjoyed my time here with you guys today. It was a ball. We had a ball. It was fun.
Any last things you want to say?
No, I just want to say thank you guys for having me, and I had a lot of fun. Hopefully we get to do this again.
Okay.
Yeah, but fuck it.
That's all for today, guys. Keep in tune because next week is our season finale of the Mythcast season 1.
Yeah.
I have not said anything to you guys yet, but I think it's time that we start setting the stones for the finale. I wanted to have one final episode with something different with having Elijah here today.
Yeah, something new and
Yeah, something different. We might have more interviews coming season 2. But we're gonna go on a little hiatus after episode 15 of the show or season finale. Not too long.
at least like a week or two,
week
maybe?
or two, just to get things settled.
Fully get set up.
Well,
Test maybe like a test
some
episode,
stuff out. But yeah, we'll see you guys next week. We love you, and we'll see you guys next time.
Stay mythical.